Okay. Hi.
Hey everybody.
That had to hurt.
It didn't feel great because there's like these little suckers on the very end. So this is something that I've been tinkering with.
Suck?
What?
Do they actually have the sucking like effect?
No.
Oh.
No.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that
That would
out.
be. Oh my god. You won't be able to do that with a 3D printer.
I thought I was about to say it's even cooler now. Never mind.
No, these are something that I was working on in Blender, and I was originally using arrays and everything to get it done. Yeah. Hello everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm sick and it's dumb.
Oh.
There's always something wrong with Matt. Got to put him out the pasture.
No, we don't kill him.
He's got the shoulder thing.
Yeah, my other shoulder's acting up a little bit too, so that's cool.
He's got that weird facial hair.
Yep.
I have something weird going on where I had my tooth removed where it hurts to eat again, which is good for my weight and health, but bad for everything else. So I don't know what's going on there. I got to call tomorrow and go, help me.
Yeah, that's not great.
Only hurts to chew. Everything else feels great.
It might just be tender.
I think it's just irritation from learning, like it, doing it again.
Yeah.
Chewing on that side.
Plus, you only eat like rocks and broken glass.
Yeah, only rock stones, pebbles. Yeah.
I
don't eat much.
So yeah, this is the podcast. We talk about Dan the Goron, and then 3D printing stuff. The Gorons eat rocks. Play some Zelda, dude. And then we're gonna talk about Sinners and a little. I don't know how much of The Last of Us we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about that a little bit too.
Happened that a bunch of people didn't expect happen. Something like that.
There will be a banner for the section where we're talking about Sinner from spoilers from Sinners, because we're gonna talk about that with some detail. And then we have one ready for The Last of Us for anyone who's not up to date. Yeah, as I was saying before I did the whole little intro thing, these little tentacles are something that I've been working on in Blender. Originally, I was using an array modifier to try and make them kind of sequentially. I sent you guys the picture of the one, and I really liked how that came out. But the problem is, it seems like Blender doesn't allow you to align things to an array, but also have them progressively get smaller. I've seen things online where people say that there's a way to do it, but every time I try to do it that way, it doesn't work. So basically what I did was learned how to use geometry nodes a little bit, which is a whole other feature of Blender that is new to me. But basically all I did was go in, create a line, and then told the software how to make these. So these are procedurally generated actually. So now all I have to do is go into Blender, and then click that original item I made with the arrays, and then something fell.
Yeah, something fell in Pete's background. That thing there.
Oh, but yeah, I basically just tell it to create these. I have to go in and then do some modifications myself because they tend to elongate a little towards the end and they look funky. But realistically, that's not that hard to adjust and everything. These were the first trial prints I did. These I did on the Cobra 3 Max. Just the Cobra 3. I haven't set up the Max because I'm not sure if I want to while I'm this tight on space. And overall, I think they came out really good, but there are some things that I learned from these. There's also this weird artifacting that I have going on, almost like a layer shift, but everything seems fine. It's just did something really funky. Another thing, and Pete, you're going to want to watch this if you're using the Ace, is if the spool is not done well, it'll start to get caught on itself, and you won't hear it, because you kind of leave your printers alone. Boy, because mine's over there, I'll hear it start as it just real pulls tighter and tighter on the spool. It's only doing it with this one reel, and I'm guessing it's because the spooling was just done poorly or not perfectly. So I could just kind of loosen it up, but while I'm doing this roll, a filament, at least I'm going to have to go and keep kind of loosening up a little bit or make sure that it's not getting caught, because it's just kind of making everything worse for itself when it starts doing that. Yeah, and I have a little other fun thing printing on my Cobra 2 Max right now, because the Cobra 3,
It's a scratches pack.
it likes to poop, and I need to I modeled something to catch that poop.
Yeah, got it. That makes sense.
The tentacles are, so I'm making tentacles for a few things. One of them is just because it'd be kind of cool for Bartholomew Vex to have some Eldritch kind of stuff in the background. But the other one is for Captain Carter. Just have some tentacles for when that door opens. I've recently watched What If season 2.
You watch cartoons?
What?
You watch cartoons?
Not that much.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm proud of you, man. That's the first step.
Yeah. How'd you like What If season 3 episode 1 with Kaiju Hulk?
I fucking hated it.
I was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's partially why I did this, was for him and even Cthulhu Rook. No, not Cthulhu Rook.
I was gonna say Baron Benz. That'd be good for Baron Benz.
Yeah, but like there are a few Mesco ones. Even Doc Nocturnal, these would kind of fit for. They're kind of thematic there.
What's his counterpart?
Yeah.
Doom?
What was it? Yeah, Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, there are a few things that I thought these would be cool for. Just have to figure out some of the kinks of printing them. Although it'd probably be best to resin print them, because there's not a lot of detail. I have ones, these are smooth, but I did kind of go in, subdivide the faces, and put some, like, a little bit of texture on some of the other ones, but I just printed out the smooth ones for now. And then I just basically made 8 of them, and then, yeah, procedurally generated those to curves. Yep.
Are they all the same shape?
What do you mean?
Like the same curvature?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I have 8 different ones. 3 of them are smaller. And I could just keep making them, honestly. Like, it gets a little weird when there's too much, like right in here, because of how tight the curve is, they get a little more distorted. I had to go into the actual file and clean this up a little bit. It's hard to tell.
Matt's secretly into like Pirates of the Caribbean fanfic, so this will help for that.
Yeah, this is for my Davy Jones cosplay.
The tentacles.
But yeah, that's really one of a few things that I'm tinkering with lately. Is these tentacles. I'm debating on whether or not I actually want to set up my Max, because I kind of want to print in multiple filaments. I'm thinking I might set it up and then just go with silver, black, and then I don't know, maybe white or something. I'm not sure.
What kind of silver? Have you decided on a silver yet?
I got a shiny silver. There was a reason I got it, and I forget what that reason was, because it just arrived yesterday, and I ordered it on Thursday or something. And I also got a green because I print out some bushes.
I was going to recommend, while he's walking away, that Sunlu makes a PLA silver that isn't too shiny and isn't too dull, and that is the gray that I use moving forward for everything. So
Which
the whole
one did you say?
the Sunlu PLA silver, specifically that one, because if you go gray, it's too dark. Is that the PLA silver?
Yeah.
Because if you do the silk, it's too shiny.
This is the silk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted something shiny like that. I ordered this one specifically because there was a reason I wanted it to be that shiny. I forget what it is though, but I wanted this specific kind of sheen. Because I did see the other one, and then
so that sheen versus like a Charlie sheen or a Martin sheen.
Right. I wanted more of an Esteves.
Emilio!
And then because I have the green paint, the green filament from the 𝗀𝗃𝗃 3, I made some bushes that look like turds. But yeah, these are part of another little thing that I'm working on. I painted them. The paint actually did all right. It looks like I need to touch up in a few areas if I really want to. But I also ordered a green that's more appropriate for bushes because it's not a bad green that comes with the Pantone color scheme, but it's just a little too Eastery, too pastel. So I got another one that's just a little more standard nature green. But these printed out really well. They're a little weird on the top because I print them like this, obviously. So this was kind of also a test on how the topology does when it's so lumpy. And it's not bad. I sanded them down a bit, and I'd probably want to go through and sand them more in the future, but it's not bad. It looks kind of like one of those maps that shows altitude. Is that topographic map? I forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's some of the stuff I've been working on in 3D printing. And these were a lot easier to make than I thought they would be because of just how kind of simple bushes are. I basically just made circles, stretched them out a little bit, merged them, and then just took random points and moved them around to create some more noise. Because you can kind of see the basic shapes of where the circles were. I just basically took individual vertices and then moved them around to make them look lumpy. Someone else talk.
I was going to say, I haven't really been doing much since the con, but that'd be a lie also. I am working on a decal for Killer Instinct. That came out amazing. This is almost 100% redone and superimposed. So I try to work in layers so that way everything is individually changed. Also, kind of teased it earlier, but you could see the water tower in the background.
Oh, it looks so good, dude. In the pictures you sent.
So the cool thing about it is I'm trying to do 2 different bases. So basically the first base is a larger play set where it's 12 by 12 and a half or something like that. And you could fit figures around it to look like they're fighting. And then if you just want something more simple as a background piece, but also still in scale, we have the standard legs on the background, which is all kind of press fit and held together by its own internal force, which is pretty cool. And then there's a pipe that kind of has a dual purpose of holding the base and the actual water tower together. So that way you can just plug it and it's centered in without having to worry about, finding the right proportion for it. The ladder, which was surprising, I was able to print it flat on the bed with few minimal tree supports, just kind of holding the curvature going up. And I'm surprised that the round shape of the ladder was able to print flat like that without any wild defects or anything like that. I did print it in stable mode just to be safe, but it did come out. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. This is pretty cool. I'm going to send these to Chad. He's going to mess with it. He's already talking about painting it. I'm like, whoa, slow down, buddy. Slow down. Just enjoy them first.
Misty, they are big. There it is a large set piece, but honestly, like that's what we're seeing a lot more of. I mean, I just put this model kit together the other day. This is Moto King Bat-Cycle, but like we're seeing more vehicles, we're seeing more actual like diorama set pieces for figures in the past few years. So this is kind of what we wanted to do. Like we've been focusing a lot on making smaller things to like populate your backgrounds, but one of the reasons Pete is working on this wall schematic system so much is to try and give people that larger setting. So you don't have to worry about trying to find something that people are making with foam, or just other versions of things that come out. Like there's XD walls, there are the cardboard things that you can find on different websites. Big Bad Toy Store has those. I forget who makes them, but some of those are cool. We actually had Pete actually made the one thing to modify the subway system so that it could fit taller figures.
Oh, yeah.
But because I mean these are 6-inch figures, they're not huge, but to just give more life to a scene and provide more options, like you need more space. So just having bigger set pieces and having those options, like, is something that we're working on doing. I mean, even these columns that I'm making, like this is 9 inches taller and something like that. And this isn't even meant for 6-inch figures. I'm doing this for something else, but I mean, we're building to scale worlds in a way. Worlds within worlds.
I was gonna say that brings me to the next thing. The original wall was 9 by 3. It had way too many holes in the back, no holes on the side. Like I continued the print there to make it as smooth as possible. Holes on the bottom. The new version, yeah, this is 12 by 4, so it's still divisible by itself, which allows you to evenly put spacing all the way around, no matter what your idea is there.
I mean, I know that's a finished wall, but it looks so much better held up next to the next one.
Right.
Wow. Man.
So I did paint the original version too. So this is the old broken wall. This allows more options as far as like how big do you want to make like a broken piece or like modularity. The goal is basically to have everything plug and play. So the pegs on the side will help to aid, put like a finished corner piece. And then there I'm working on a street corner, so you can plug in that floor of concrete right in front of it, like a crosswalk essentially. So that's pretty, it's already designed. I just have to like print it out. It's a lot of work, but I think this will be cool, man. So the idea is this could be your internal wall or external wall. So basically you would put it like this, and there would be a special peg on the back that helps you provide that corner. Or you can make it an external piece, and then there'll be a finished piece that you could put in there to finish this off and tie those two corners together. The pegs should work across the board, so no matter what you're doing. I did test out the magnet on this, and the magnet works great, even with a thicker base basically right here at the top, which is what I was worried about, because I was worried that the thicker plastic would not allow the magnet to hold as well, but it holds just fucking fine, and I'm very excited about that. Because that allows also more options as far as like accessories that you want to do in the future. Let's say you got the Mafex Spider-Man, you could put like 4 pieces on the back and have them actually climb the wall, which would be pretty sick.
Do they still come with magnetic feet?
Yeah, they do. I don't know if the Scarlet one did, but the last 2 that I got definitely did.
Okay. I know the SHF one from years ago did. God. Sorry.
Let's see. What else am I working at? So after I'm done with the bases and stuff, I got to reprint the bases. Somebody offered to make us a mold of one of these walls to see how they would look in a silicone mold, but a resin print. So I have to basically take the hole that I've designed here and find the right friction fit for the peg. So that way, when I do it in resin and translate that over to him, it'll be much more accurate. But for now, these are just PLA as a prototype to show somebody else. So we'll see how that goes. These are going to be fun, hopefully. The only thing I'm worried about is I feel like
It'll
12
be
inches
fine.
might be too big because once you start building it upon itself, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little too large. Even though it looks great in comparison, like
It'll look fine.
yeah, oh,
I think.
yeah.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I worry about everything.
Anyway, well, I know the feeling.
Honestly, when you were talking about that, it might be worth still having the 9-inch option.
For like 1/18th or something.
I mean, no, the bricks are the wrong size for 1/18th, but just for like interiors or if it's a smaller wall or something,
Right.
you know. I don't know. It's tricky. No, the 1/18th. So shit, I'm modeling for 1/18th. I'm literally just making sections of brick walls that are like 8 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and then yeah, I haven't really. Well, this is a stencil of one that I made, but this is actually something else I was trying, and so they're
Yeah.
they're extracted inward on these rather than
Against foam.
outward. I was thinking about trying to press it into foam, yeah, but it's not sharp enough. Or yeah.
I did that before.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's actually
Now-
kind of why I went this route. But yeah.
I don't have anything I created, but I do technically have an
Dan,
unboxing,
you created something before we went live.
a review. People don't need to know I took a shit before we went live. Come on. That was
That's 3D.
no. I wanted to. That is technically 3D printed. I always forget that. I have a wireless headset, but
Yeah, I was tempted, but I don't have a Batman, 𝗀𝗃𝗆𝗆 So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass.
I think one of you guys shared this like 2 days after he passed. 𝗀𝗃𝗆𝗆 did, and I said, "Well, it's a sign." Now, I did say to you in chat, and I'll say now, it's not that I don't know. I didn't know what the measurement meant. It meant I didn't read the measurements.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I just put by. So
Well, for that price, you can't say no.
No, it's
no way.
honestly one of the other reasons I'm glad I didn't get it is because I don't like the glow in the dark. It just looks strange to me, honestly.
I love this little gimmick. Where the
It even has an interior though, because when Mattel put out that Batmobile from years ago, non-movie or anything, Pete actually created a whole interior to slot into that, so that
you can actually
figures.
you can actually see it pretty well on the camera.
Yeah,
That it's got, it's a sticker behind a steering wheel.
right, but it's
still all in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Pete created one of those for one of the other ones. That was originally a 12-inch Batman, but it worked very well for 6-inch.
Look how big this sits on the shelf. Hold on. I can't even.
What are you gonna do when you get the six?
I'm already sweating it.
Like,
It was one of those things where I opened the box and I said, "Look, Kelly," and she just went, and we just moved on from it. We didn't.
Does this further the argument that maybe the vehicles like the HasLab Ecto shouldn't be as expensive as they are?
No, because it's very basic, dude. Like that's basic.
Well,
I'm happy with it, but like it's not coming with any figures. It's coming with 2 modifiable cars. Everything in the interior is lighting up and can move. Gurneys are coming with it. Sounds, lights. That's just sitting there. Versus you can use that in photography. You can use that in photography, but it's not going to look as good.
yeah,
I mean, maybe it's a little much after getting that. I don't regret it.
So
I mean,
maybe the Ecto was a bad choice for comparison. But like, how about the Valor vehicle?
I don't know what that means.
The Valve vehicle was way overpriced. I bought it just to basically shit on it, but it was overpriced. It's a terrible scale. It's an SUV, but it's 23 inches long or something like that.
No, I just like the way you're like, I bought it to shit on it.
I did, and I pre-ordered the Maximum Spider-Man specifically so I could either justify what I said about it or prove myself wrong. Putting my money where my mouth is, and my wallet hates me for it. But I also bought this. It's
there you go. There you go.
The 1/18th scale, but it's cool. I have the 1/24th scale from Jada, but I wanted the bigger one, so I got it.
No, we're just scheduling.
Partially because the other one is 1/18th scale or 1/24th scale, but my 1/24th scale guy can't fit in there. He can fit in this one, and this is 1/18th. So Jada, stop just lying about your scale.
Yeah, don't be like dudes. Don't lie about your size. Just go for it. Nobody will hold it against you, literally. Ladies and gentlemen, do we want to get into the spoiler stuff first?
Not
yet.
It
out of the way?
Not yet. Because I got some stuff next to me.
Oh.
I received some of my pre-orders finally. My Red Sonja came in. Haven't opened her, but she looks awesome. This is from Boss Fight Studios. Last 2 weeks ago, we talked about the steampunk variant that they're doing.
Okay.
A comic. This went up for pre-order a while ago, and there's over 30 pieces with it. But this is going to have the same articulation as their Vitruvian hacks, which are very good, and they're only 1/18th scale. So yeah, she has double jointed knees, elbows. She has good range of motion and everything. So I'm happy about that. I also did a little something crazy, and I bought the introductory set for Warhammer 40K miniatures just because I'm already collecting the Joy Toy figures, and I like miniatures, so I wanted to get at least one of these, despite the fact that I don't play the game. I also received my Mark, what is this, 85? The Mark 85 armor from 3.0 in the DLX line. And finally, por fin, I got my Tears of the Kingdom Zelda Deluxe, which I haven't even opened yet, but it looks so awesome. He comes with so much stuff. Yeah, dude, it's such like Figma does such a good job with their video game figures. Let's both do it. Dan's too cool on his phone to pay attention.
I'm trying to do two different things
honesty,
here.
I'm really pleased with what Figma does for video game figures.
Wait, really, you guys hold the box up again real quick while you're talking? Can you both do it again? Ready? Yeah. Ready? Here, ready?
I don't know if that was worth it. But,
it wasn't.
I was trying to line it up to his.
Yeah, I saw what you're doing.
But I'm really hoping that they make Horizons. Like I have the figures from the Sony Shapes collection that Spin Masters did, but like if Figma would do the same figures, I would be thrilled. If Figma put out Horizon Zero Dawn figures and The Last of Us would be amazing. I really like Figma. I think they do a great job. A little more random of a purchase was Shattered Glass Masterpiece Optimus Prime. I don't really collect a lot of Transformers, but when I do, it's either Beast Wars Masterpiece or like one-off Masterpiece figures because just like the level of transformation that they have and all the little parts are really cool.
What's one of your like off the top of your head grails of the year?
That I've gotten or that I want?
Yeah, that you've already gotten. You just got. You're like, not only are you happy that you bought it, but like you opened it and it met the expectation.
Probably Figma's Isaac Clarke figure. He's so good. Even with the shortcomings I mentioned before, I love this figure. I want Figma to do some necromorphs, but this figure is so good. I really think they nailed it. There's some little gripes like the fact that his knees are ugly and stuff, and like their joint system is not my favorite, but yeah, this figure is great. That said, I also really do like the Revoltech Arkham Knight figure. They did a great job with that to the point where I'm actually considering picking up the Revoltech or Kyoto, whatever you want to call it, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. Because that figure also looks great, and he comes with so many accessories that I'm kind of tempted to get that one as well. What about you? Anything yet? Or
No, I haven't really opened much yet. All that right there is like unopened figures. And then I still got like more on the side, like Shredder.
Man.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. I got Dakin. What else I got here? We got Miles Morales. Pretty excited to open that one. A little bit more comic accurate. The Banshee. And then Adam Warlock with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Just to fit in, I should bring in my haven't watched DVD piles. Just go, look, me too. Me too.
Me too. Haven't opened any of this shit.
It's disgusting. And then I just bought all the Mission Impossible movies on Steelbook, so it just doubled.
Still haven't opened it.
oh yeah, I just got my Scarecrow and then my Black Panther Mafex too.
Oh, nice.
Haven't opened it.
Some of the ones I ordered on snail mail through AmiAmi just to save a lot of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there are some that took priority to open. Like the first appearance Shredder, and then the first appearance April O'Neil. Right. Pretty excited about that. They're definitely going on the display.
Eyewitness News.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Jesus.
No, it's not as disgusting as that sit and watch pile. Oh, and Sneakers 4K just came in from Kino Lorber. So
I've been trying to find and it's been difficult. I want to see Strange Days again, just to show my wife.
Why did I just talk about that with somebody recently?
Because it's such an interesting movie. Such a weird, freaking interesting movie.
I forgot Tom Sizemore was in that.
Yeah. Juliette Lewis.
Catherine Bigelow directed that. Ew.
I don't know anything about that movie.
Strange. Oh, man. Here. Why I didn't have it on screen.
It's like a dystopian future. Ralph Fiennes is like a smuggler or like a dealer of like memories. Huh?
I think you had it right the first time. I think it's Rafe Fiennes.
It's Rafe.
Yeah, it's Rafe. I'm not messing with you. We're not messing with you. It's Rafe. It's Rafe Fiennes.
I could have sworn it was right, but yeah, he takes these memories and like he puts them on disc, and it basically helps like people going through it to like experience a better life. And he comes across a murder on one of them, and I guess he tries to solve it, but in the process, he finds out like his ex-girlfriend Juliette Lewis is in it. I'll shut up.
Oh, you want me to put the audio on? Hold on. It's very 90s, Matt.
Put on some
mini discs. No, she doesn't have to put on any.
She's in public.
It's a piece of somebody's.
He looks kind of like Bradley Cooper. Holy shit. Or I guess really Bradley Cooper looks like him.
Cerebral cortex. I mean, you're there, you're doing it, you're feeling it. Are you beginning to see the possibilities here?
My God, I have not seen this in years.
Connection to the switchboard of souls. I'm the magic man.
If it's got something to do with the water, sooner or later it washes up on your beach.
Fan mail?
By the way, she hasn't aged at all. There's that Catherine Bigelow shaky cam.
Into the street. How do you like it now?
He records it all.
Hey man, Hurt Locker is a great
Gives
movie.
it to you.
Listen, love Catherine Bigelow. There's just some shots of like, oh, that fucking camera still.
You don't know how high up the food chain this thing goes.
Do you know what this tape could do if it got out? I see the world opening up and swallowing us all.
This is conspiracy paranoia. The issue isn't whether you're paranoid, Lennon. The issue is whether you're paranoid enough.
That's why I forgot. He's got long hair in this.
Yeah, that was.
Lightning bolt from God. It can change things.
Oh, it's Fincher.
Vincent D'Onofrio's in it?
And
Was that
all
D'Onofrio?
of them know it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, maybe it's time for a war.
Man, they don't make trailers like they
Oh,
used
man,
to.
cheer up. Roll's gonna end in 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I gotta see this again. You've taught me into seeing this again. It's been so long.
I'll be right back. I have to see what madness is in store with my parents.
No, because I've been watching Yellow Jackets with Juliette Lewis, and I think that's what's.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, that'll do it. I used to watch that. Uh-oh. I used to watch that, The Net, and Hackers. Really.
Playing with those tentacles.
Do you remember The Net with Angela, with Sandra Bullock?
I remember Hackers though. Oh
Hackers.
yeah. Lynette. Oh my God.
The Net was just, it's fantastic, but you watch it going, man, that's aged. Even Hackers, it's aged. The Hackers had a great Blu-ray release. How have you not watched this though? It's got to be somewhere easy to watch, right?
I forgot I also got this.
Well, Matt's a little younger than us, so probably wasn't as interested in that stuff.
And what?
I was
Those
saying
movies
when you
at
walk,
the time?
No,
When you
it's
walked-
something my parents wouldn't give a shit about, probably. So I didn't.
when you walked away, I was saying you used to watch Strange Days, The Net, and Hackers religiously. Those
I remember The Net. When I was in grade school, this one kid, his father was a stuntman, and like at the end of the movie, when the guy falls off the bridge and lands on that thing, that's his dad.
That's him.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's cool.
In
That's
the movie,
awesome.
in the movie Anaconda, that kid's dad plays the guy who like jumps off the waterfall or whatever it is.
Oh shit! So
Yeah.
he was a jumper.
Yeah, so he was a stuntman. So yeah,
There was a
Also got
fourth
this.
one. Oh, there was a fourth movie I used to watch in the old '90s computer hacker heist thing. Was oh my God! It's Denzel Washington and I threw a phone at people.
Yeah.
I was the one. I was Gladiator. What the fuck? Russell Crowe.
Virtuosity.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
and
that was-
and it was. It used to.
He's
it's
made of
such a bad-
silicon, so he's eating glass to heal his body.
It's such a bad movie, but the theme song you hear, the main theme you hear through that movie, was written by Peter Gabriel, and I heard it. And I was like, "Let me watch this movie," and then I had it on tape with those four. I would just wore out those VHSs. The other movies have no reference to any of those things except Pink Floyd.
Yeah, then that was really bad. That's a dumb.
Oh, I watched it on a bus coming
this
back.
is Mozart's Ghost.
Yeah, from New York to
Stupid.
on a bus from New York to Jersey. I watched it and I was like, it's really good. It's not, but I love it.
Oh, you want to know what's kind of funny? That randomly made me remember. So when I saw Sinners in theaters, I saw it at Cinemark, and they're actually doing an anniversary of This Is Spinal Tap and putting it back in theaters.
Yes, because
kinda
the
funny.
sequel is coming out this year.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's the 45th.
45th.
Is it 45? Wow. 45th
Yeah.
anniversary of Spinal Tap, and they've made a sequel with everybody who's alive involved from the original.
Yeah.
So it gives me hope because those guys are hilarious. And
I've
if you've
never
not,
actually
Don't
I've never
give me hope.
seen This Is Spinal Tap, actually.
if
but,
you've not, it's friggin' hilarious. It's classic. It's a classic. It's a classic mockumentary of glam rock, prog rock, metal at the time. If you watch it, come back and tell me what you think of Stonehenge, because I can't not crack up. And there's a running joke with all the drummers in there.
So why don't you make the amps why don't you just make 10 a little bit louder?
Because this goes to 11.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pete's never seen it either.
No, but I've seen that snippet. Based
It's
off
really
the snippet
good.
I saw, it just wasn't that funny. But
That's
It
fair.
looks like the concept sounds cheesy, but because of who did it, and who's in it. Classic. So funny.
So I guess we could go into pre-spoiler for Sinners, Misty. Sinners was really good. I liked it a lot. Dan loved it. Pete, I think thought it was good.
I just saw it. It just ended 4.5 hours ago. And
I actually enjoyed the movie a lot. I see reviews like praising it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if it was all that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's perfect. I definitely have some nitpicks with it, and then just more obvious problems with it. But it's a good movie. I definitely think it's worth watching. Absolutely.
10 out of 10. No movie is Ghostbusters. Okay, so I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I agree.
You should make this into a game. Like you got to sneak in Genesis and Ghost.
No, not at all. No, not at all. The Ryan Coogler heads making amazing looking and sounding movies is what that was something that occurred to me throughout the whole thing. Is this looks gorgeous, and the sound design is just making me happy, tickling my ears the entire time. I fucking love his stuff.
The soundtrack to the movie is great.
Unbelievable. One of my favorite soundtracks.
Yeah,
I have to get
through. I was saying the soundtrack is great, and I love how much of the movie's constantly music in the back too.
See, I thought because of a certain.
We're not spoiling, right? Not yet.
Not yet. No, I'll say. I thought you hated. I thought Matt would hate this. That when I saw it retrospectively, like I'm surprised Matt didn't hate this more because it's a musical essentially.
It's not
very much.
It's not a musical.
Okay.
A musical is when they step outside of everyday life and everyone suddenly breaks out in a song.
Not all.
This literally takes place at a juke joint where there's music playing and everything.
Right. I'm going to write all those people that said it's a musical and tell them you're fucking wrong because Matt said so.
Who said this was a musical?
A lot of people have been saying it's a musical. It is a musical. That's what a musical is. You don't always have to stand outside of reality. Shit happens as the story happens.
I figure most Disney movies are musicals.
100
right?
fact.
No. No. Musicals.
You like the musical.
Musicals have the equivalent of a fourth wall break just to break out in the song.
Not all the time.
This is not. No, this is not
a musical, and you liked it.
It's not a musical.
Hey!
It's not a musical.
It hurts. I got a Charlie horse. I really did.
It's not a musical.
It's a musical. Oh God, it hurts. I can't be funny anymore.
I agree. It's not a musical.
You're both wrong. Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, I take it back. It's not a musical. My fucking leg hurts. That was stupid. No, it's I have to order the soundtrack because the music was amazing.
Can we go
into
the original score? Is amazing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the score.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify for anyone that watches now or in the future. Like, we're not talking about the song selection because there really aren't any songs in it.
There's not
music in it is performed by them because the main character is a musician, and then there are other singer musicians in it.
Wait, let's go.
One way in which I will see any aspect of this as being a musical is that one scene, but even that, it's still not a musical in the traditional sense of what music is.
Nothing.
Dan just looked up something. He probably just looked up the movie.
The definition for what a musical is. Reddit. Okay.
Oh, I don't care about Reddit. I was talking more about the AI overview, which I never really read, but I was like, yes, it's a horror musical. I'm like, all right. Don't help me.
So I would think Rocky Horror is like a horror musical. Let's do the time.
I mean, but
No.
See, I can't say what I was going to say because you get mad at me, so I'm not going to say it.
We won't get mad. We'll just debate you that you're wrong.
That you're not wrong. Oh, not wrong. You're wrong.
No, you are, but what am I?
No, I knew what you are, but what am I? The scene towards the end. The scenes toward the end.
I mean, let's just go into spoilers.
Okay.
Let's just anyone. This is spoilers for sinners. You've been warned.
5, 4, 3,
They're vampires.
2, 1. Hey, so yeah, they're vampires in it. I think we got that.
Harry Potter dies.
No,
at the
right.
end.
Thank God.
So
No, before the main fight, when they're singing,
outside in the circle.
was very, very, very cool.
That's the one area where I'd give you maybe some credit towards saying it's a musical, but even that is more of a cultural thing. And one of the things that I would like analyzing the movie is interesting to do because it's kind of I thought it would play more into this, honestly. I thought it was going to play more into the theft of Black music. Like Black cultural music and everything, how it's been adapted and like basically stolen and appropriated by white culture into rock and roll, and all that. I thought this was going to have more thematically to do with that, and in some ways it kind of does, but it doesn't do it in such a specific way because Sammy kind of just stays with his music the entire thing. Like at the end. Or at the end beginning when his father is trying to tell him to stop playing music and basically go with God. Sammy doesn't do that either. So he basically keeps the music true to himself and lives long. And the vampires who tried to steal it from him are just kind of there. They know that they can't take it and they'll never get it. And they have to kind of live with that. But the whole Irish song and dance outside is something more cultural, and honestly, I love how that was done, where they're all covered in blood.
Oh yeah,
that was such like it was great because at first it was kind of frightening. I was like, this is horrific, but it was also so cool to see them all chanting, dancing happily, just blood all down their chests and everything. Yeah,
so good.
I also was thinking about it today. And one of the things that I wish they had done more with was the whole concept of let me in. But I was thinking about it earlier, and it might not be as widely known that vampires have to be permitted into your house. Like they can't just break and enter or can't just walk in of their own volition. They have to be invited. So I also wanted them to play a little more with that trust aspect than they did. I thought it was really cool how Haley Steinfeld, she still kind of gives the attitude. It's like, well, are you going to let me in or not? And like, it was great because Cornbread is just like, yeah, come on in. And later on, Cornbread, he's just sputtering nonsense because he can't make any valid claim of why he can't go in. And I thought that was really well done. I don't understand why he had to play two characters for this.
Probably just because it's the idea. It's just the idea of twins.
They didn't do anything with it, though.
It doesn't have to do. I mean, it kind of wasn't. It's not like the advertisement as Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy. It was kind of like Michael B. Jordan. He's playing twins.
Right, but it's also.
But it's like Tom Hardy in Legend. He was just, I'm just playing both guys.
Right, but Tom Hardy was the main character in that, and it was based off actual twins.
Okay.
There's no motivation to have a non-main character played by Michael B. Jordan, who's a main character actor typically, or major character actor, to play two. Like, there's no justification for it other than like, let's do it. And I feel like there needs to be more of an actual reason to do it.
Because they're twins.
Also, hold
on, wait, don't ignore me. They're twins. That's the reason. What's wrong with that? I'm just saying, man, the trailer is so much more awesome now that I see the movie. Not like the trailer is what sold me on it, and now I'm watching. I'm like,
I stopped watching trailers when we first talked about it. I haven't watched the trailer since then because I didn't want to see anything spoiled.
Man, everybody was so good in it too.
Yeah.
I loved the fact that it had, I wrote it earlier, it had heart, it had sex, and it had sex, but no graphic nudity. You know how rare that is these days? Like, it was shot so well.
Well done, yeah.
It had laughs, and then it just had vampires and death. It was great. If anybody is a horror fan and a musical fan, go see this. Go see this movie. Oh, and we were talking. I did want to talk about that scene though. And I wish I didn't read. You guys didn't spoil anything. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all about when you guys were discussing that scene before I had seen it.
What scene?
The music. Oh, hey, we're doing
the music through the
spoilers.
ages.
The music of the ages.
Yeah, is that why you thought I'd hate it?
No, I thought you would hate it because of musical numbers and music numbers in general. Sorry, but I thought that was amazing,
dude. I don't consider the movie Ray to be a musical
because it was. Wait, what?
The movie Ray or even Walk the Line, I don't consider them to be musicals because they're not.
What are they?
Musicals have plot and exposition carried through song. Musicals are storytelling through song. Okay, so this guy wrote that. That doesn't mean shit to me because I don't know the fuck that.
Well, what you're saying don't mean shit to me, motherfucker. It's a musical.
Well,
how about that? How does that feel when you say that to somebody?
What I'm saying is right. They're wrong.
What you're saying is wrong, and I'm right.
No,
how about that? I could play that game, you bitch.
Dude, my degree is in English literature. I think I
know
about
musicals.
I think I know about cinema.
Look, another one. There's another one right there. You son of a bitch.
It's not musical though, because there's no.
It is.
No, it's not though. There's no character development. There's no exposition. There's no plot. There's no plot told through song.
Oh yeah, but how come Buddy Guy was in it?
That's a
plot told
key
through
aspect.
song.
That's a key aspect of musicals is that plot, character development, exposition.
He sang another song that explained. That was cool. I hope you guys realized that was Buddy Guy.
I don't know who Buddy Guy is.
That guy.
Well, I mean, I know it's that guy.
You really don't know who? Okay.
I don't listen to blues or anything.
Blues. He's a musical legend. No, he's just a legend in blues.
I mean, if Dizzy Gillespie was in it, then yeah, I know who that is. But
I'd have questions if Dizzy Gillespie showed up. I have a few questions. Hey, how'd you get?
Wait a minute. Sammy plays the trumpet now.
It's a vampire movie. That makes sense. Hey.
So I thought it was out of place, and it was dragged out. That little snippet. I get what they were trying to establish with it. It was just.
Certainly didn't expect it, but I was happy.
If they killed them, then I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that's the other thing though is. If my theory about Sammy keeping the music in his own way is true, then they need to do more to lay that groundwork. But otherwise, the scene is kind of pointless.
No, I assumed when Smoke showed back up towards the end of the fight in the lake that he let Stack go.
That was my other complaint.
What?
That was my other complaint.
Why is that a fucking complaint?
Because they're a hive mind.
What's wrong with you?
They're a hive mind. So if he let Stack go, then the rest of the hive should have known that and done something.
They all died.
He hadn't died yet. Smoke is the one that killed him. That's when he died.
They still do have some. They still have last traces of their humanity. Also, I don't know exactly what the rule is, but Stack could not bite Smoke and turn him because I'm pretty sure it's because it's his brother.
Mm.
Like I think that's actually like a rule for vampires. but we also don't know that he didn't knock him out or something like that. What I think is a little bit stranger is that Hailee Steinfeld ran away and like was able to survive because of that. But that also might just be because they do have that hindmind, and like he's like, we can't just pour all these eggs into one basket. Like their leader vampire is still a leader in some regards. So
my question is if the leader is killed, which one of those two became the leader? Or does it work like that? Doesn't matter.
They broke some rules.
This is why I don't think about it.
Yeah, I know, but like they made up some rules with vampires too, because typically you kill the vampire or that might be werewolves.
Vampire, yeah.
But yeah, typically you kill the head one, like everyone else is Gucci.
The effect though, what that happened when he died. I forgot the lead vampire's name.
Cornelius.
When he gets killed and they all die was really cool.
I forget his name. They did a really good job with that, but also I love when Sammy hits him with a guitar and he has the big fucking plate in his head.
He's metal.
And he's just like,
scream.
Shit. His reaction is so genuine there. Like he's hurt, but he's just like, shit.
God damn it.
I love that so much.
I also like that as the fight went on, he became more evil. His hands kept getting longer.
Yeah, he had his claws in the beginning scene when you kind of first see him after
the
husband.
And then they kind of retracted.
Yeah.
And then as he got angrier and the fight went on, you see his full. It was so badass. I did not expect. I didn't expect. Well, first of all, I didn't expect the Buddy Guy cameo at the end, and that floored me. I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And as soon as they cut to that, and it was like 1992. I'm like, somebody lived. Oh, he really didn't kill him. It was like, who else could it be?
Yeah.
And I chuckled out loud when he shot the clan guy. When he starts seeing the vision of the baby. Yeah, it was emotional. He sees the baby. That's another beautifully done shot where you're not seeing. It's just there. It's natural. This is what's happening. Mama's feeding baby.
Well, Disney probably wouldn't let her reprise her role if she showed her boobs.
That's true. The son's here and he's grabbing for him, and fucking Peckerwood starts saying, "I got money." And he just turns around and goes,
yeah, he just. I mean, that was a great, very Tarantino scene. I loved it. That was something else. I was reading an interview that Michael B. Jordan did with someone else. I forget who.
Himself?
Obviously, yeah. Shut up. Obviously with someone else. But they talked about Creed or some other movie that he did. Also with Ryan Coogler. I didn't realize that he and Coogler did so many films together. I knew about Black Panther. I knew about this, but I didn't realize that the Creed universe is also Ryan Coogler.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So that's pretty cool to see them doing that kind of thing. But
love this.
Back to my point. When he was on set as one character or the other, when he was playing Stack, he was closer to One-Me.
What? Who? What?
I forget. That's the other thing that annoyed me about them being twins is I don't know which one is which until like the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Is it one left-handed and one's right-handed?
No, I just remember as Smoke as being the blue one, and then Stack being the red one.
Smoke's.
Yeah.
Okay. So when he was playing Smoke, he was with One-Me. I believe that's how you pronounce her name.
Gotcha.
When he was playing Stack, he was physically on set by Steinfeld. So it was kind of interesting that that's how he was locking in the character, and also like he would go to Coogler or producer that was on set and say, just kind of let him know or them know that he was in character as one or the other. And Stack is much more talkative than Smoke. So like if he was cold or off-putting to other people, it's because he's in character as Smoke or vice versa. And there was another kind of interesting thing from that interview.
This is one of those movies where I cannot wait that Blu-ray better be loaded with special features because I need to know some of that. I think so that there's an end scene that you didn't see after the credits, which has nothing to do with the movie. It's just
I think it has a little more to do than you realize. So the end post-credit scene is Sammy in the church playing "You Are My Sunshine" or a church.
Yeah.
Um, and there are other people singing along. And one of the things that is also interesting is at the end, or even in the beginning, when Sammy approaches the church, he stands outside of it. And his father says, "Come in, son." Like, he doesn't just walk in. He opens the doors.
No.
I know he's not a vampire, but it's symbolic.
Yeah.
That he's outside of that world. Like, he is keeping this music thing as who he is.
Yeah.
And that is an interesting scene. So,
but more about that scene was, I think that was recorded and performed live.
Okay.
So I want to know if it is live. I also want to know. No, it was CGI, but I want to know how them being on set at the same time was done so well, and I can't tell who. I can't tell. There's no break. You can't tell that there's special effects to get two Michael B. Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
also, I don't think Delroy Lindo is ever gonna die. I don't want him to.
No, he's not.
But like, he still looks amazing, dude. Like, I was surprised to see him in The Harder They Fall, and then you see him in this, and you're like, God damn, dude, you still look great.
What the fight when that first interaction with the vampires happened, and they shut the door, he goes, "You gotta sell that." I think I shit myself.
Yeah. Also, when he eats the garlic, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And
Oh
like,
yeah.
I drank too much.
Yeah,
Delroy Lindo is great in this movie. I also love when Sammy Miles Caton is ready to play guitar, and he's like, "You play that, I'll cut you right here." Like, so good.
That was such a good scene. The establishing thing, man. I starting to understand the Haley Steinfeld thing.
I'm glad to see her in other things. I've only really seen her in Hawkeye.
True Grit.
What did she start in?
True Grit.
True Grit, the remake.
That's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting she was in that, but she was so young. Like, it was cool to see her in this more mature movie.
My God.
Fuck.
She's 28. I'm so old.
Dude, it's a bummer to see people. Like, I was watching I recently rewatched the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh.
And I was just like looking. I like just looking people up to see what else they're in. And Vanessa Kirby is 37, and I'm like,
Thank you.
I didn't know Haley Steinfeld was actually a quarter black. Like, she had said that line in the movie.
I was just reading.
Yeah.
I was just reading that. Yeah, I was about to say half African American, and there's also Filipino in her immediate family. Wow. And she's 28.
it was a really good movie, though. I liked it a lot. I do have like my nitpicks and everything. I also feel like this is going to be a movie I appreciate more in the second viewing, because
and there will be a second viewing,
because I had expectations for them to do things. I feel I want writers and directors to be a little more creative and or clever than they tend to be, but I'm okay with what this did, and I just need to rewatch it because I did enjoy it.
I tell you, it's do we count that as a sleeper? I just want to point out, people are begging every time somebody announces a remake or a reboot of something. I always hear the "no more original ideas." Well, then shut up and go see this movie. But
that movie's woke, dude. That movie's woke. It's an all-black cast. The movie's woke.
I'm pretty sure I saw a couple white people. I know a lot of them got shot a lot.
They were vampires.
So is the.
I know. No, I know. I'm just.
Oh, is that what woke means? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, woke means that you're like, I don't know, paying attention and not asleep.
Delroy Lindo is 72.
He's old, man. He's
oh my
old.
God. Oh man.
And you really need to see The Harder They Fall. That's a great movie.
Harder They Fall.
It's what's his
I'm
name?
looking at it. Oh, Zazie Beetz is in this. Idris Elba, Jonathan Majors.
Dude, it has a great cast. It has a great cast.
And nobody went to see this movie.
It wasn't put in theaters.
Oh, Netflix. See, I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, I will. What is it? I will put that on the list. The long list. Sorry.
That's
Gene Cole's in it. Well, you guys, let's. Do we want to do non-spoiler versions of Last of Us first, or just go right into
Go
the
right into it.
Go right into it.
Talking about The Last of Us, episodes 1 and 2, I guess now.
3, 2,
Last of Us.
1,
Last of Us.
go.
Last of Us.
Go.
So, Pete, what are your thoughts?
I get it. I just hate the actress that plays Abby because, and this is really backwards because I saw the hate that she wasn't buff enough to play Abby for this role and blah, blah, blah. And then when it happened in the show, I felt like she didn't deserve that kill because she used more like trickery. And then like Joel could have easily fought her, but if it was the bigger Abby, I think like it would have felt like more like she earned that ass whooping for fucking, I don't know. That was my only complaint. It was a stupid complaint. I know it sounds dumb. It was more like a preference thing. It's not that I hated it. I thought the show was fantastic. I wouldn't have changed a thing. And I realized in the end, that's her doing her job. I am supposed to hate her. And congratulations.
Honestly, Pete, I think that's a totally fair way to approach it because so many people, there's constant hypocrisy with judging her versus her portrayal in the game because she's not bulky enough and all this other shit. I'm like, if she did bulk up, you would have complained that she was too bulky. Like, there's no middle ground with people. There were memes making fun of how big Abby was in the game because Abby, like, benches like 180 or something like that, like years before she even kills Joel. Like, Abby is a brick shithouse in the game. And it's going to be interesting in how they change some of those scenes to someone who's smaller than that. But by and large, Kaitlyn Devers, I think, is doing a good job. I wish she had been cast as Ellie because she portrays emotion much more in her face, which is something we see a lot more with Ellie. I also think Bella Ramsey is not a perfect choice, although I will say I like Bella Ramsey better this season because now she's playing, and I'm guessing it's because she's playing someone that's closer to her in actual age. When I watched the first episode, I wasn't immediately bothered by her. And part of me is thinking that might be because she was playing Ellie as a child and not someone who was her age. Because she was 19 or even 21 during the first season, and she's playing someone who is, 7 years her junior? So that is tricky to do. To like kind of capture that immaturity and then have a bigger dichotomy between the next season when she's actually someone her own age. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's kind of funny that you said you don't think she earns that kill. You haven't played the game, but right. Abby's campaign is the second half of the game essentially, and it's the harder half of the game. Like Abby's campaign, like even just her character goes through so much shit. And it's going to be really interesting to see how they do that. I'm really also curious because this is supposed to break the game into 2 seasons. And I don't know where they're going to break that off. Like, I don't know how they're going to do that. It's weird.
I have not played the game, so that's why I wasn't bothered by the casting choices that they have so far. So now I'm like watching the show. The show actually made me go buy the game and play the game. And that's kind of why I'm there. And when they, like I said, when they started complaining about Abby not being big enough, it didn't really bother me until I saw the episode. And I was like, kind of get it.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I also keep thinking back to Tom Hardy when he played Bane. Like he constantly talks about how he destroyed his body to get to that level. And Kaitlyn Devers essentially has to double her size to be Abby. So either they should have cast someone that's already on that road or just been like, here's a needle. Like
here, this will get you there.
I was like, man, I don't know if it happens in the game, but like she almost dies, right? And she starts the whole reason why the zombies start invading the base and shit like that.
That scene doesn't happen in the game at all.
Which made me feel like she didn't earn the kill even more. I was like, she almost fucking died herself, and it wasn't for Joel saving her.
No, well, okay. So let me back up. The attack on Jackson does not happen. There is a horde that follows her. In the game, Tommy and Joel are on patrol, and they save her from that horde. Basically, in a very similar way, like she's crawling under the fence. One gets on her. Joel shoots it. Then you run into this little ski lodge and everything, and then you end up fighting a few more infected as Tommy puts this thing up to so you can escape out a window, and then you ride away on horseback to the mansion, where I think they did it better in the show, because in the game, Tommy and Joel are welcomed into the house. There's like the Baldwin estate. There's a gate outside where there's like a small horde that's trying to get them. They kill it with the Molotov cocktail. Joel and Tommy go in. They exchange a few words, and out of nowhere, Abby shoots Joel in the leg with the shotgun, and they knock Tommy out. It makes a lot more sense the way they did it in the game, where it's Joel and Dina, because Dina is much less likely to, like, as a character, she's less powerful than Tommy. She's a smaller woman, and she's not his brother. Like, there's no reason in the game where they wouldn't kill him if they found out that that's his brother right then and there. I forget if they say it in the game, but like, they would kill him. In the game, in the show, they don't kill people who can't defend themselves. They would have killed Tommy because he's armed and he's ready to go. So I think the way they changed it to fit the show makes a little more sense for the WLF to leave them alive. Although I still think they should have knocked out Ellie, because it doesn't make sense to just leave her perfectly able to just go up and chase after them and start shooting them. I think that was also fucking weird. But I think the show actually did some of those things a little better. The attack on Jackson is also based on something where in the game they've mentioned previous attacks, but you don't actually get to see them. So getting to see that attack was awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite parts.
I loved when so in the game, Abby is terrified of heights, and they haven't really done anything with that yet. But when she slides down and like she first moves and like the clicker just kind of like starts shifting like that, and then they just start all crawling out, that was so awesome, so well done. I also think that the attack on Jackson is a really good way to write what happens next, and that's where Ellie goes out for revenge. In the game, Maria's like, we can't afford to let anyone go right now, and there's no real reason for that. This episode, last week's episode laid the groundwork. Like, no, there really is no way that we can spare any people right now. We have all these people injured. We have all these dead bodies to get rid of. We have to repair the wall. Like, there's legitimate reasons to stay in Jackson and not worry about your revenge. So I think that also was well written in the show, and in the game, it was kind of a little bit like, I think that you can spare two teenagers to go do their thing.
I haven't watched it yet, and I haven't played the games, but I'm well aware of Joel. I'm well aware of that scene and what was happening. And the whole time I was seeing, promotion for the show and advertisers, I'm like, are they gonna puss out and find a way to keep this person alive? Because he's like all over the advertisement. Not that they couldn't.
Well, Joel's not done in the show. Like, there are flashbacks.
I didn't think they were going to do it this early in the season.
Yeah, it happens very early in the game. Yeah. Like, when I was at GameStop at one point, I was just looking at the Funko Pops, and there was one of Joel and Ellie, and I made a joke. I'm like, did they make one with Joel with a golf club sticking out of his head? And the guy at the place didn't play the game yet, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, it's all right. I know the spoilers. I'm like, that's not the only thing that happens, because like there's more that happens in the game.
Here, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. I also I don't know. One of my other criticisms of the game, and probably therefore the show too, is the justification for Ellie's revenge. We don't see what she goes through yet, but like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking forward to it.
it's
That's all right.
it's like the plot is essentially a Deus Ex Machina. Like, it's kind of a character-driven story, but it's driven by an outside character's interjection into these other two characters that we have. And the game is a response to that action. It's an outside action entirely. And that bothered me because that redirects the course of everything into what then transpires. Rather than, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would have wanted the plot to be. But it's just, I don't know.
I think you should stop being vague about it and just let it out.
I really don't have anything specific in mind. I just need a third game, honestly. The fact that they released the Last of Us Complete collection bothers me because
they did announce a third one, right?
No.
No.
I thought Neil Druckmann said that the third one has to be like fucking, I don't know. They're still working it out, but there is a plan for a third one.
He's kind of said that. You aren't wrong, but it's not even in development because they've been so busy doing what is that space game, The Heretic? I forget what it is. And actually, the woman who does the motion cap for that game is in this season of The Last of Us as Nora, which I thought was pretty cool.
What's The Last of Us Complete? One giant game put together?
No, I think it's basically Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, plus maybe some other stuff, but I don't know. I didn't look into it. I already have both of them. I'm not buying this. Honestly,
Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet.
Thank you. I'm interested in that. Naughty Dog does a good job with games, so like I'm cool with that. But I do need closure on The Last of Us for sure. But like that's another thing that. So, are we done with The Last of Us? Pete, anything else to add?
No, nothing.
So that leads me to another thing, and that's Elder Scrolls Oblivion was just remastered and then released out of nowhere, which is pretty cool. And then they also just released the Days Gone remaster for PS5 on Friday. But I don't, even that kind of annoys me. I'm hoping that maybe increases popularity enough to maybe get a sequel. But like Oblivion, I think that's cool to remaster that game because that's old enough now. Like also do Morrowind, but like the fact that they did remasters of Horizon Zero Dawn, that's kind of silly to me. That's from PS4. I don't think that there's any reason to remaster that game.
I think I'm good on Oblivion. I think I really enjoyed the Daedric storyline there. It essentially felt like you were in hell at the end of the game.
I was born 8 to 7 years ago.
For your game.
Dan, can you turn the audio on that though?
But for all these years,
What were we saying, Pete?
I was going to say Skyrim was vastly superior, and I was much happier with that game because there was just so much more to do. Not that there wasn't a lot to do with Oblivion.
Right.
Coming from growth from that game, playing this game, it's great. So I'm just ready for the next one, man. If you could just give me the next fucking game, that'd be great. Stop fucking around, Bethesda.
Yeah, stop spending all this time in developing an entirely new realm and plots and subplots and quests and side quests and alternate things and all the
I'm really being facetious, but damn it, but it's been like 20 years.
I love how people constantly complain about how many times GTA 5 has been re-released and stuff, but like everyone's quiet when it comes to Skyrim doing the same thing.
Not the what I saw. Like I saw a lot of complaints about Skyrim being remastered yet again.
Oh, really? I didn't.
I liked Oblivion. It was a good introduction for me for this game. I think I bought it when the Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was an Xbox 360.
God, that was 28 years ago.
Pretty sure.
And then Skyrim came out, and that was, to me, that was fucking great. I mean,
Skyrim is great. Well, it's funny because what I love about Skyrim is also the leveling system.
Mhm.
Like, it comes practically as you do stuff, you gain experience in those things. What's funny though is when they apply that to Fallout, I hated it.
I like the gravity system in Skyrim. Like you can push people off a fucking cliff and they may or may not die. The giant will blast you in the air. Your horse can climb a mountain, things like that.
Like the little gravity bugs and everything.
Yeah. No, I like it. No, it makes the game. I mean, it's just part of the memories that I have. I love the Dark Brotherhood storylines in both of them. That's always a pleasure to do.
There was a mod for Skyrim when they re-released it. It was the Prides of Skyrim, and basically what it did was just make packs of the saber-toothed cats roaming around the open areas of the game. So you would just be walking along, and then suddenly there are 5 of them attacking you.
Love that. I love it. I love random stuff, which is probably why I like Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope they do a remaster of the first one.
I feel like I think it's surprising that they haven't done a remaster of Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, yeah.
Revolver was a prequel to that, to Red Dead Redemption?
Well, it came out before it. Yeah.
It was like the first game. Then
Red Dead Revolver came out first, then Redemption, then
Redemption
2.
Wasn't Revolver an on-rail shooter, or am I confusing that with something else?
I don't think it was a rail shooter. If it was put out by Rockstar, there's no way it's a rail shooter.
I'm getting it. Hold on. God damn. Faith in your what am I?
That guy with the stuff?
It's not a rail shooter. God damn it. There.
Damn, that's a PlayStation 2 game?
Yeah. That's Red Dead Revolver.
Welcome multiplayer. You showing it? Yeah, you're showing it.
God, man, we had it so good growing up with video games, I tell you.
You were riding a bull?
Yeah. Sir, that's on fire. Oh. Anyway. What were you confusing that with? Do you know?
How far we've come from Oregon Trail?
If you give me a second, I'll look it up.
You have died of dysentery. Oh, great. Lost all my progress. That's fucking great. I mean, I'm glad we're getting a Max Payne remaster there. I'm happy about that.
We didn't meet since 2 weeks ago, so Dan still hasn't watched Daredevil.
We have 15 hours of no, I haven't. I have not. And then my mom came to visit, so I had I haven't watched anything in the last couple days except Sinners after I dropped her off.
Right.
You know what? I did see a clip of the new Roadhouse, and I kind of want to see it now.
About Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, I know people have not liked it, but I saw a clip and I'm like, I kind of want to see this now.
This guy at work I kind of trust his opinion on stuff, and he thinks that they did all right with it. It's not like the original, but they took the idea and they did something okay with it. Pete, how do you feel about Daredevil, Born Again?
It's fantastic. I mean, it was a little bit of slow burn in the beginning, but I don't mind that. I enjoy like building up the story as long as it doesn't feel dragged out. And it never at one point did it feel dragged out to me.
Yeah, I find myself kind of at odds a little bit because I'm in a similar position where I want more Daredevil like now, but what they're doing isn't bad. I think the one episode that felt a little off was the bank episode, but it wasn't terrible. I also just think that the robbers would have been like, fuck you, and killed them. So like, I don't know. But yeah, I think that they did a good job with the show.
What? Oh, I can't believe I ruined that for me. Oh. Never mind.
Seeing Jon Bernthal back as Punisher was also great because
Has an Asian day.
Does he like cops yet?
Quite the opposite, sir.
yeah, there's a scene. There's a scene with that.
Does it? Oh, is there?
Yeah, they do address that because there are a lot of cops that are going around with Punisher tattoos and shit. In
the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, did
they recreate that?
Comics. They did it in the comics. So yeah.
Did they recreate that page where he explains, "I don't like you. If you want a what does he say? If you want a role model, go follow Captain America. He'd be happy to have you."
They don't say that, but they that's too nice. That's nicer than
okay, now I want to see this.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, it's not like you're a bunch of fucking clowns or something like that in the show. Yeah,
it's good.
It's
good.
It's definitely meaner than the comics are allowed to be.
Good. Is
but
there
no, Jon Bernthal's a great
can't
Punisher.
say? You know.
And apparently they're gonna do a show for him, but Jon Bernthal wants it to be actual Punisher and not what Netflix kind of did, where they gave him specific villains.
Oh,
I mean,
I get what you mean. Yeah,
I've said it before. His issue is crime. the concept, not a person. He's not looking for revenge. He's looking to just punish.
He wants to punish criminals.
Yeah.
That's it.
Somehow they just get that wrong.
Yeah. He's got to fight super criminal this week. No, just criminals, guys. Just bad people. If you're selling drugs to kids, you're probably going to get punished. If you're a Russian that used to be a wrestler, you're going to get punished.
I thought Tom Jane was fine as Punisher, honestly.
I liked Tom Jane. Did not like that other Punisher before.
Ray Winston?
In the 90s or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh.
Talking about Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, not a fan.
How about...
like Dolph Lundgren. Just...
I also really like Tom Jane as the vegan police in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, though.
How about Ray Stevens?
Ray Stevens, that I didn't watch Punisher Warzone, so
the wrestler?
No, the guy that just passed away, the actor. He was in Ahsoka.
Ray Stevenson?
Stevenson, yes, sir.
Oh,
okay.
He was also one of the Warriors 3 in Thor. And actually, we haven't even started going into like some of the normal stuff we go over.
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a lot.
Holy shit. Just real quick. I think I do need to watch Andor because I pre-ordered the Hot Toys.
Andor what?
Yes. I pre-ordered the Hot Toys. What's his name? K2SO, and then what's his face? I can't think of his name.
You two are motherfuckers. You know.
Sorry.
Who's the main character? Who does Diego Luna? I'm mixing them up.
Yeah, Diego Luna.
Cassian. I pre-ordered the Hot Toys K2SO and Cassian.
Gabriel Luna is Last of Us. Tommy.
Diego Luna is okay. Yeah. I'm hoping that they re-release a Jyn Erso figure because I sold the one I had years ago, and the only ones you can find now are $200 more than they should be.
You know what's funny about that side of the Star Wars universe? The the Rogue One stuff is when that trailer came out. I remember the trailer getting eviscerated by people. Oh, they're gonna
You already know how this ends.
cheesy. We know how this ends. They had to do reshoots, and most Star Wars fans, even the ones I can't fucking stand, they're like everything else sucks. Rogue One's great.
Yeah, Rogue One's a great movie. Gareth Edwards is a good director.
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards is good. That's why I want. That's why I'm open to seeing his interpretation of Jurassic Park. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing Jurassic World Rebirth or whatever it's
Is
called.
he going to bring Mads Mikkelsen in?
No, we already talked about that and showed trailers and everything. It's going to be a little weird because there are going to be some strange dinosaurs that don't really exist in it, but it's leaning more into the horrific what if kind of aspect of genetic shit. Like a great reason for why scientists should probably not have recreated the direwolf.
No, clones are fine.
Yeah.
Good to go.
No, we're fine.
All right.
Why not? Why not tempt fate with how everything else is going? Fuck it.
Yeah, seriously. So, okay, we've gone over a lot of cultural stuff.
Hold on, one more.
I'd be.
What? Why? What are you upset about?
He doesn't care about X-Files.
Well, then what do you care?
No, it's okay.
Oh.
I mean, but seriously, what if this made you care about X-Files?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for this show, we wouldn't have David Duchovny, who did Californication, which a show is that I do love.
X-Files is good, man.
XXX is even better.
I've seen it. No, I haven't. My wife and I constantly debate the last two reboot seasons because I think they were fine or excellent, and she fucking hates them.
I've never watched them. I have a friend who watched them, but I never did.
But after everything I just said about any Ryan Coogler movie I've seen, looks and sounds brilliant. Just great sound design and great camera direction. I can't wait to see what he's going to do and how he's going to handle this, and at least set it off in a universe. I hope it comes to fruition and finishes, like comes out, and I'm wondering who's going to be involved.
Do you have something else about shows next or no?
I've won. Yes, I did. This will be quick.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Who here is a fan of Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Okay. That's why I used to watch this as a kid. The horror movies never scared me until I went to sleep that night. You know, that's it. And then I forgot about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You guys are going to kill me. What reminded me about Killer Clowns from Outer Space is they kind of get parodied in the second Ghostbusters animated show. Very well. They kind of make an appearance without stealing copyright. And I was like, oh shit, I remember this. Watched it again, forgot about it again, and then they just released that video game done by the same folks who did Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
Telephonic, yeah.
So every time they kind of disappear, you think this is kind of crap. It comes back again. It's coming back again. And I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of in for it. I'm in for it.
So
interesting.
Something else that might be coming back again is Judge Dredd. There were rumors.
The one we like?
There are rumors that Amazon might be doing a Judge Dredd series with Karl Urban.
Don't give me hope.
Yes, someone literally put that GIF in the thing I saw about it.
Amazon.
My concern is that there was a mention of somebody else from The Boys, like behind it, and I'm really hoping it's not Eric Kripke, because that would ruin it for me. I want it to be as close to the Dredd movie as they possibly can make it.
Just bring that crew back.
Seriously, just bring that back. Give us some stories.
Don't fuck around with this.
It's an anthology of Judge Dredd stuff you can use. Bring that, continue it. I don't care. Even if it takes place years later, I'm fine with it. But I would be ecstatic if we got more of that Dredd universe.
It is one of those movies that has gotten, I would say, cult-like. Like, it didn't do anything that got released, and every year that passes, more people are like, "Yo, we need more with it. I mean, we need more of that."
It's
And I'm like, "Where the fuck were you in 20 whatever 12?"
It's also really weird because there are some things that are really good like that, and they're one-offs, and it's almost better sometimes if they stay as a one-off before it becomes too saturated or before they ruin it. And I mentioned that before, like, we want to see more of a universe, but it's hard to really we want and want and want.
I was reading the article as we are talking about it. Rebellion owners of Judge Dredd intellectual property says in 2018 they had a planned TV series titled Judge Dredd Mega City 1, even purchasing a warehouse to convert into a studio, and Urban was in discussion to the star, and it just fell apart. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it was in talks.
Damn.
Apparently 7 years ago. But
And
Amazon,
he wants to do it. He's keen.
Yeah, but Amazon didn't have that the robust Amazon Prime did not have as many independent like their own productions in their library at that point. And now that The Boys is huge, Reacher is huge, they're putting together movies with big names like Chris Pratt and shows with Chris Pratt, and even Michael B. Jordan has a movie on there. Now that they're doing studio, I think that they have a more solid footing, and they have Wheel of Time and the stupid ass Lord of the Rings show that they have.
Oh, God.
Like, now that they've had their foot on their grounds as a studio, I think that this is something that's more viable for them to do and actually probably get it done more correctly. But also now they have James Bond, so
we're not going to go there. What's your name? Hey, Fred. Pete, have you seen that last Judge Dredd?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right. I just want.
And real quick, apparently Tom Cruise might be doing a sequel to
Judge
Live,
Dredd.
Die, Repeat, as you know it. It might be called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow.
I don't know. I mean, if they call it Live,
It's
Die,
not like
Repeat,
that.
they should just call it All You Need Is Kill. So this is this. Well, no, that's the name of the book, the manga that it's based off.
I didn't know that. That's even better. I love
Manga?
that.
I forget. It might not be a manga. They're actually doing an animated version of what the original publication was.
I love
anyway, to figurines, this is 52 Toys, the same one that is doing the Alien that we went over a few weeks ago. So they're doing the engineer figure. Can't speak.
Is that like armor on him? I don't understand what's going on in that picture.
What?
That, like, compared to like the one where he's over the waterfall, that's how I remember the engineer.
I think that he's in a suit.
Yeah. Okay.
Because when the one gets infected later on, he's in like an actual suit, and the one in the show at the waterfall, he's nude.
Okay.
Like he's hanging dong.
Okay.
Dr. Manhattan and all over that water. Flippy floppy. How do we feel about that movie?
I haven't really cared for Alien since the first Alien.
It ruined Alien Romulus for me.
Ouch. Prometheus. Really, Scott, you son of a bitch. You have a bunch of good ones, and every now and then you get we're confused, man.
Alien and Aliens are great. Romulus is really good until the last bit. They could have just had him leave.
This kind of reminds me of Lollipop Chainsaw.
This is an interesting figure. It's not something I would get, but it's kind of funny. I say that as if I don't have this weird ass figure right next to me.
Oh,
Although this is a girl in like tactical gear and not that. But
Yeah.
I don't understand why they have a alternate breast size on it. That doesn't make sense to me.
Bigger. I need them bigger.
That's where you lose me. I mean, it's a 6-inch figure. It's blurred out, so you should be safe.
No, I'm trying to see. I was trying to see if they're different sizes. They are. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, that I don't.
But she's got feet too. That's interesting.
Well, like TB League figures, men and women have genitalia. So,
Right.
and
They do?
I don't understand the need for that, because even if you're doing scenes with figures that somehow, I don't get it. It just seems unnecessary.
Listen, if you're gonna show me boobs, just show me boobs. So toy boobs. Let me see some boobs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have amazing scenes like Grandma's Boy.
Amazing's a word. That's a word we could use for it. Sure. This guy's not even attractive.
Yeah, Laura,
Okay.
you're a naughty girl, aren't you?
You know what? People see in him. I really tried to watch the Lord of the Rings movies, and I just didn't get through it.
Skyrim is as far as I get into the fantasy world, man. That's it.
Can't. I tried. I really did.
Like even Baldur's Gate looks interesting to me, but I don't. It's not like something I would run to.
They're walking. They're still walking. Oh, they're still walking. And they're talking and walking. They're talking stockings.
This is 12-inch, right? Oh, this is 1/12 scale. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Dan,
You're very
in the episode of Community where they're playing Dungeons and Dragons,
yeah.
the narrator, it's a British woman narrating, and she's like, and thus they walked and continued to describe themselves walking.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this actually looks like a good figure. It's just I don't do Lord of the Rings stuff at all, so I don't need. That's a bad Gandalf. Wow, Gandalf the Whack.
Gandalf the
He's in
crackhead.
gray. He's in red.
That
Looks
would
like,
be.
looks more like Dumbledore.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I forgot.
This looks great.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
He's the guy from Roadhouse.
I'm not an MCU guy, but this does look cool.
Mm-hmm.
You'd want to fill out your DTOF. He's close enough to being like a comic book accurate version.
I thought he was great in No Way Home. No Way Home?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, Jake's a great actor. Like Nightcrawler is so crazy to watch, honestly.
I don't think that's a very
Is
good
that one
home.
where he fabricates his own news?
Yes. Well, it's kind of, yeah. That was not a good picture.
No, it's not. I hope
a
that's.
bad picture of a bad head sculpt.
Yeah. Yeah, you should leave the helmet on. It'll look fine. Well, when you light him from above, it looks fine.
It might look better in hand, but it was just not a good picture also.
Yeah, I don't know how to take these pictures anymore after that Super 7 Papa, and they just announced Papa Perpetua, and I'm like, I got excited. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm out.
Although that one doesn't have like a normal face, so it might not be that bad.
Oh, yeah, you got a point. Don't talk me into it, Matt. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I mean, it's $65.
No, you talk me back out of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excludes tariff surcharge.
Well, thank God.
So this is a CT Toys Rebel Tech Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yep.
Or Mess Toys.
Well, it's not Revoltech, but it looks very Revoltech-y. But
That's
honestly,
pretty cool.
they've come so far with those flexor joints that like I'm considering getting Ryu Hayabusa. Also, update, not that anyone gives a shit, but I finally got reimbursed for the package that got stolen.
No, I do give a shit because that was pissing me off, and it's not my package.
Finally heard back from the seller. They got, I don't know how it works. They received word from their shipper that it was lost.
I just can't. I think I'm mad because it got lost from so close.
Yeah, UPS fucked up, or someone stole it.
I just, oof. That's good. You got reimbursed. Can they send you another one?
Honestly, they asked me if I wanted them to resend it, or like to resend the order, or to refund me, and I told them to refund me because Isaac Clarke was one of the things. The Batman figure was another one. And I'm pretty sure that they're sold out, so it was just easier to get the refund.
Well,
I don't necessarily need the other 3 or 4 things that were in that pile of loot, or whatever you want to call it.
it's good to get the money back, though. We just talked about this. How does it look?
Looks good.
He's beautiful.
I mean, they did a really good job with his likeness on the figure.
Whenever I see his face, I think of that GIF makes a lot of the GIF makes the rounds a lot, but it's from The Walking Dead when it's just, what is that? What is that? And he's just running towards it. I think of what I think.
I'm so glad that he has done things since that.
Something else, yes.
Like he's in. I mean, honestly, he has more of an acting career than I ever thought he did, but he's now a name. He's in The Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck.
He was in The Accountant 1.
He's in there's a second Accountant?
He was in the first one too?
Yeah, he was in the first one.
I didn't watch the first one, but apparently it's a decent movie.
No, this was sent to me.
Oh, because it's being released. Yeah, I pre-ordered this. I'm waiting on it, man. Give me the goddamn toy already. Come on, I'm trying to finish out my set here.
That's what was sent. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me that.
Give me just for context.
This is Superboy from the Death of Superman storyline. I have the Eradicator. I have the Eradicator pre-ordered. I have Cyborg Superman. No, I do have the Eradicator. I have the 3 right there. So Man of Steel, Cyborg Superman, the Eradicator. Superboy will round out the 4th one.
I'm not getting all of these. I have Cyborg Superman. I have Steel also. Steel looks really cool. Honestly, Cyborg Superman.
What you got? I should have bought Black Suit Superman and then swap that mullet head onto the Jim Lee Superman.
You're fading a little bit. I don't know what is in the film.
McFarlane Toys. This is like the new Superman Fortress of Solitude.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's at a 4.5 inch scale, though. Sounds like it's for kids. Yeah,
Where
it's
did you see that?
Scroll down a little bit there.
Oh, the main page. Hold on. What the fuck just happened?
Well, no,
The den has turned off.
there.
Oh, because it popped up it popped it up in a different window for some
Oh, okay. I was like,
reason.
what's going on here?
So
Yeah, specs, scale 4.5 inches. It's part of their superpowers line, which I think is the stupid little, like, 5-point.
You might get away with still using. Well, no, that's like cardboard, isn't it? Oh, that's whack-diculous.
I'm just sad that it's not the movie one. It doesn't have a little holographic Marlon Brando.
Is this a $40 playset too?
Oh, I don't know.
Dan, it's going to show all your stuff.
I know. I'm not bringing it up on. It says currently unavailable. We'll show you back in stock. No price. Let's check another site that doesn't have my info.
Oh, it's on Big Bad Toy Store?
Is it? Oh. $39.99.
Of course it is.
Excludes tariff charge.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Thank God. All right, we're getting
Hot Toys. I feel like we've already looked at this figure, but this is 2.0, so it's different.
No, we didn't go over this. This was only announced 2 weeks ago.
What's this
I'm
2.0?
kind of tempted to get it. I won't lie. My Joker DX just came in, or whatever you want to call him.
Mhm.
And he looks great. I have the Two-Face figure. I don't have a Christian Bale Batman. But
No, is it Cillian or is it Killian?
Killian.
I just liked him so much, and he was just an afterthought after that movie. It was like,
well, he was originally going to be Batman. He was originally looked at for Bruce Wayne and Batman in the Nolan trilogy before like they had anything firm. It was going to be an origin story, and there was going to be a younger Bruce Wayne than Christian Bale. And then things, I forget how it changed, but yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad that he does reprise the role in the second and even third movies.
Oh, that's right.
He's the judge in Bane's.
Yeah, kind of like a cameo kind of deal.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah, I watched it not too long ago, and it's still bad. Although that was when I was like, holy shit, a young Joey King is Talia al Ghul. Joey King is the young girl from Bullet Train.
Oh, gotcha.
She's also in something else. Damn it, what was it?
I love the dust spray. All right, I'm posting this because you guys brought it up, but I'm not sure. So, forgive me if this was just something I missed.
Kind of a legend, man. I didn't know if is that your real name? Not sure. Oh, okay. So it looks like they're dropping an announcement. Because they announced series, they announced what is that, Nightmare Superman?
You gotta get closer to your.
Yeah, Pete, talk in here.
What you're saying? Sorry.
Is that Nightmare Superman?
Yeah, it's Nightmare Superman.
So they're wondering if the figure got canceled or what the surprise figure will be.
Or did it get stolen?
Might be a Flash figure.
Different story, I know.
Or maybe it's Cyborg. Did they do a Cyborg figure?
I don't know. It looks like a generic silhouette.
It might be, but it also could be an armored silhouette.
People are saying Namor, Iceman.
I'd be cool with Namor, honestly.
Namor. All right, away from comic books for a moment.
They did announce an Iceman a while back. Ah! Dragon Ball Z?
What is this?
I don't know. It's just awesome. You guys sent it. One of you sent it in the chat, so
Pete, not me.
That was me. I don't know who this is. I just saw it was announced, but I think it's Dragon Ball Z. Sorry for our Dragon Ball Z watchers. If I had to guess, he's like one of the android army. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I don't know shit about Dragon Ball. I should shut up.
They're round.
It's Dragon Ball Z.
It is Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Majin Buu storyline, and that was about it because that was the only storyline that I saw. Oh, okay. Mercenary Tao. Oh, it's his real name. Okay. I didn't know if that was like some code name that they're using to sell this bootleg or some shit.
I love that. Yeah, and here, just for comparison.
So he is part of the android army or whatever. I guess.
I've given up trying to learn or keep up with that shit.
I used to make fun of it because there was a lot of screaming in it. I was like, what's the point of this show? It's like they're like fighting and then it doesn't get resolved, and then the next episode happens and they're still fighting and that doesn't get resolved, and then the next episode comes out and they're still fighting.
Yeah, this is forever.
Are you calling us mushrooms, cutie?
God. Oh, fun guys. Jesus.
Oh.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Dude.
The tentacle I'm printing out right now looks pretty good. Some of the supports on the other thing broke off, but I think it's going to print okay.
I lied about comic book stuff. I put one out of order by mistake.
Oh, sure.
This was an easy pass for me.
Yeah, so for me, but like not for that reason. It's just I don't really do MCU figures.
I guess they're still going with the. Well, no, she's not going to be Ironheart. That's going to be Riri.
Yeah, I read some spoilers that they're using Doomsday to age up T'Challa too.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, there's already a rumored cast actor, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Interesting.
I'm bummed I missed on this little guy.
There you going.
Hopefully my waitlist will convert. Stop making noises. You're scaring me.
I love that eye right there.
I just thought this guy looked like a lot of fun.
You look like a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Especially with those tentacles. Hey.
Oh my God. The menu keeps disappearing if you don't go to the picture right away.
Whoa. What are those mummies?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering.
Whoa. Wait. No, I'm probably not going to buy them, I'll be honest.
Indiana Frog.
Ooh. Is that the re-release Doc Knock?
Probably, yeah.
Are we going to...
We don't have a right to be this cool.
I mean, I
So
don't think he's that cool.
He looks awesome.
I do like the posable eye. I do like the I guess the brandy tumbler. Oh, Scotch.
Scotch.
It looks very distinguished. Yes, he does. A ribbit. That is Indiana Frog.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking jacket and everything, man.
Mezco loves that pulp kind of era. And
That's
a lot of
awesome.
this stuff very much fits into it.
That's awesome. She talks in her sleep. I didn't trust her. Why did you?
Oh, I thought you were going to go into another Mezco.
Do I have another Mezco?
Did we post about what was it? Tony the crab?
I don't have another Mezco. Send it in the chat.
So there is we didn't, but that's not been announced yet.
But there's a picture or no, a video, right?
Yeah, they have Mezco has the brief video of
Dash Rendar, get it away. That's still going on, by the way. I'm not involved.
what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dash Rendar. Just take the D off and skip the last name.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting nope. These are TV Pulse. Okay, there are Pulse. The Bantha is a Pulse exclusive.
I didn't realize
because it's huge.
𝗬𝗬𝗏𝗺 was anything in the Star Wars universe until I saw that figure down there.
I mean, it's Timothy Oliphant, just in Star Wars.
He's actually this. Yeah, it's the same thing that he always is. He's like the
like this.
he's the sheriff of a town.
I really liked him. He was in not Failure to Launch. He's in a movie where Kevin Smith actually plays one of the supporting roles. And Jennifer Garner is the other lead. Now I can't remember it. And I really enjoyed him. And then he was the villain in Star Wars, Die Hard 4. And now he just plays cowboy.
What's funny is he's in a few episodes of The Office. And when he first is introduced as a new employee, Meredith, you know her name. She's the one that always curses on Preston and Steve that they have the button for her.
The Flannery switch.
Yes.
Kate Flannery.
Yes. But she's like, you look a lot like Josh Duhamel. And it's so funny because I always would confuse him. Mel.
Catch and Release.
He also played Agent 47.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. I kind of like Timothy Oliphant. I think he's fine.
I like Timothy Oliphant. It's just he's like Jim Caviezel. He has one way of speaking, and that's it. That's how he speaks.
Oh, let me move this chat. That's why I'm missing like who these are. Gotcha. Jedi Survivor build-up pack dash Rendar.
Well, God damn it.
Frogman.
Cal Kestis. That's Cal Kestis.
Well, that's Dash Rendar.
Is he? Who is he? I'm not Star Wars enough to know.
I don't remember where Dash Rendar originates from.
He was from Shadows of the Empire.
Was it Shadows?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, brother.
That was a really hard Nintendo 64 game. Like early into the game, you have to fight the Walker, the AT-ST, and you can't do shit to it unless you find the secret rifle. Like it's so stupidly hard.
The Kraken.
I mean, there's not much to say about this, but
yeah, there's not much that came with it, but
finally some steak.
That's Vile Labs actually has a good comment there, and like, please be more the domestic size rather than import scale.
Oh, I don't mind. This is a cool figure. Not for me, but it's a cool figure.
It looks goofy.
Yeah. I still prefer my all black, white boots, white trim Punisher. Like, I don't know. I want that. Is it based on a version? Yeah, specific. Yes, it is. He's still alive in the shows? What?
Says the one who lived.
Yeah. But I thought that show was about
dude, I don't fucking know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
So is this guy just gonna play Rick Grimes for life? Is that
why not ride it until they cancel it and ride it off into the sunset, then do the conventions and retire? You're muted.
I'm not muted.
Sorry.
Not you. He was.
No, I was blowing my nose, so I muted.
Oh.
I actually did pre-order this because I think that the buck is pretty good. Like, just for a generic armored figure, I think that it'll suit that need. I don't give a damn about The Walking Dead. But pop off the Rick Grimes head and you have a good SWAT guy.
This is kind of making me intrigued to go check out what this show is, though.
I think it's him and Michonne, because they fall in love.
I remember that part. I got as far as the end of the first Negan season, and then I just got other things to do.
Yeah, I made it to like the first or second episode of season 4, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Now that's all I had, unless you guys got more.
No, I got nothing.
I don't think I have anything else.
How dare you?
Let me check real fast.
Nothing.
Surprised we still followed. Never mind. 𝗂𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗁. They're gonna have a.
NECA's doing an Old Man Raphael figure.
Old Man Raphael.
Oh! They're doing a sequel to The Last Ronin.
They already did the sequel or last one, didn't they?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Although next Sunday I'll have some more stuff to talk about.
Disregard. I didn't
Because
say anything.
I'm going to go see the Thunderbolts this Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Is that coming out this Saturday? I mean, this weekend?
Yeah. I mean, summer release schedule has started.
But I want to see Sinners again.
You want to take an Amtrak to some town in the middle of nowhere and pop a squat.
Culpepper wasn't in the middle of nowhere.
Not a big
Where
fan of
Michael Vick
Culpepper.
is from.
More of like a onion tomato guy.
You don't like peppers, dude? You don't like peppers, dude?
No, I love peppers. I don't know.
Oh,
Do you like Sergeant Pepper?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
you like punching Dan in his fucking face?
Golf, try me. Golf club. A certain person's golf club in Florida is going to host a speaker who claims bleach can cure cancer and COVID.
Oh, nice.
Hey. To be fair, it can. It just has to be outside of the human body when it does it.
I was going to say, yeah, it cures it by killing the host.
Yeah. Well, I was watching
Bad.
something. What the hell was I watching? And like Hollywood loves to do things over the top. But basically they were sanitizing an area, and the way they were doing it was so insane. I was like, all you need to do is put like isopropyl on that or bleach or something like that, and you'll kill it. Like, you don't have to burn the entire building to the ground. Spray it with bleach. You will kill it. You just can't inject bleach into your body.
No, good. Disinfect it. Do the disinfectant too. You know.
Yeah, like disinfectants work.
Pure
On like
rad.
Ebola, you can kill Ebola on a countertop with like basic shit.
You've gone to Knuckles would beg to differ.
What?
I don't know
What?
what you said.
I don't
You've
get
gone
it.
to Knuckles? Ebola? Ebola!
You know the way to kill Ebola. I don't
Okay.
have anything else.
All right.
Thank-
Well, if you
thank
guys want to
God.
hear more of our thoughts, tune in Sundays at 8 p.m. live on YouTube. Head to
Please give us another chance.
112.com to add our accessories to your collection. Thank you for everybody that took advantage of that 1-day sale that was really secretive that I tried to do. The thing kind of backfired. I was like, yeah, I'm not posting this anywhere. I'm only announcing this one time. And then like it got shared like 10 times.
So it was successful though.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Okay.
Or
If
slide
you
into our
post it
Instagram,
once, well, I'll share it 10 times.
right? Or slide into our Instagram to see the current project we're working on, which there's always something we're working on. So
I'm
you'll
posting
never-
things on my Instagram like once a week now.
Did you guys hear about that dachshund that was separated from its family for like a year and a half in Australia? It survived in the wilderness, in the Australian wilderness by its fucking self.
That's kind of surprising. Nothing ate it.
Valerie, Valerie, the mini dachshund, was on vacation with her family. She got out of its pen, and anytime somebody tried to rescue it, she'd run away.
You know what?
Fuck you, out of here. They
You know
finally got.
You know what was kind of weird about the way you said that?
What?
The cadence of your voice was very similar to Trump.
Did you read the story about? Well, here actually, did you read the story about
Just
this
the cadence.
dachshund?
Like, did you read the story about the dachshund?
Did
They
you
were
read
on
the story about the
vacation in
dachshund?
Australia.
They were on an island. It got out of its pen, and anytime
Anytime anyone got close to the
try to get
dachshund,
up to it, it'd run away. Just would run away.
the dog's very smart, but not that smart.
We tried to use bleach, and the dog was like, "No, I don't want the bleach."
We're actually gonna try to get the light inside of the people.
Yeah, if we get it inside of the dachshund, it'll be okay. I fell asleep today and wore blue because I'm a schmuck. Anyway, good night, everyone. Here's our
Good
new
night.
outro.
Good night, piss face.